Hi everyone, once again welcome back to our category wise current affair videos. So it's new month means a fresh start. Actually in the previous month we were able to cover only 3 categories: sports, science and tech, and the third one was summits and conferences. But this time we will definitely cover all the categories. And these are the 14 different categories in which we have divided all the important current affairs. And today we will be starting with very first category, that is government schemes. Then after that we will come to business, economy and banking. Then defense current affairs will be there. After it, reports and indices, environment and biodiversity, awards, honors and person in news. Then the places which were in news these days. Then important days, events and its themes. Then your all the current affairs which are related to sports section, science and tech, summits and conferences, international current affairs, and finally art and culture. Okay. Now one more thing I would like to tell you. Today I have not included any picture because it was not needed and also was not relevant. So please be focused and try to understand everything that I am saying. Okay. Now let's start. Question number 1. Which Indian state or union territory launched Mukhyamantri COVID-19 Parivar Arthik Sahayata Yojana? So recently Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal has launched this Yojana, which is a social security scheme to provide financial assistance to the families who lost their relatives to COVID-19. And under the scheme, 50,000 amount will be given to every family that lost a member due to COVID-19 pandemic, and an additional amount of 2,500 rupees per month will be given if the deceased was the sole breadwinner. Do you know what is sole breadwinner? It means that person was the only earning person in that family. Okay. And for this purpose, the Chief Minister has also launched a portal for this scheme. Fine. Question number 2. Which Indian state or union territory government has framed a dedicated policy for the welfare of street children? So recently, again the Delhi government has framed this dedicated policy for the welfare of street children in this pandemic situation. So it has been prepared by Delhi government's WCD, that is Women and Child Development Department, and it suggests that district administration could train the children who are rescued from the streets after attaining the age of 18 years as civil defense volunteer. And the policy also proposes the composition of DCPCC, means District Child Protection Convergence Committee, above the DTF, that is District Task Force for rescuing the children there. Okay. Question number 3. Which Indian state or union territory is set to unveil its new policy on population control for 2021 to 30? So recently the state government of Uttar Pradesh is set to unveil its new policy on population control for 2021 to 2030 on the occasion of World Population Day, which is celebrated on 11th of July. So this policy calls for a community-centric approach to population control because the total fertility rate of Uttar Pradesh is 2.7% right now, but it should ideally be less than 2.1%. So except Uttar Pradesh and Bihar states, all the states have achieved this target of TFR, which should be less than 2.1%. Okay. So in this direction, Uttar Pradesh has taken this step. Okay. Question number 4. What is the duration of the Agriculture Infrastructure Fund scheme? So this scheme has been launched by Government of India, and it is a medium to long term debt financing facility, and it aims to enhance the post-gravest infra in India. So the duration of this scheme is 10 years. That is from financial year 2020 to financial year 2029. Now recently what happened is the Union Cabinet headed by the Prime Minister Narendra Modi, has approved some changes in this scheme in terms of eligibility, then location of the units and interest subvention. So various factors have now been improved. Okay. Question number 5. The IILB, that is India Industrial Land Bank, is an initiative of which union ministry? Actually, it is a GIS based portal which maps approximately 4,000 industrial parks, and it aims to support the investors who search for their required industrial land. So here correct answer is Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Actually, the system has been integrated with industry-based GIS systems of 17 states, and it is an updated real-time and aims to achieve pan-India integration by December 2021. So it can be accessed through DPIIT website and Invest India platform. Now can you tell me, Invest India has recently conferred with which of the awards? Please write in the comment section if you know. Now in the June month, the page has received over 50,000 page views. Question number 6. Which Indian state or union territory is the first to set up Department of Indigenous Faith and Culture? So recently the Assam Cabinet has announced the creation of an independent department to protect and preserve the faith, culture and traditions of tribes and indigenous communities of the state. So the Department of Indigenous Faith and Culture will be allocated a separate budget by the State Finance Ministry, and as per the state government, in the coming months, laws related to population control, then cow protection and marriage will be introduced by the Assam government. Question number 7. National Ayush Mission is classified as which category of scheme? So the Union Cabinet has approved to continue the National Ayush Mission as a centrally sponsored scheme for another 5 years, means till 2026. And a financial outlay of 4,607 crore rupees is to be spent during this period. And this scheme was launched in the year 2014 and obviously implemented by the Ayush Ministry. What is the purpose? So the objective of providing cost-effective services with the universal access through upgrading is the main purpose of this mission. Okay. Now you have to tell me who is our current Ayush Minister. Question number 8. What amount of subsidy has been approved to Indian shipping companies in global tenders as per recent cabinet approval? So the Union Cabinet has approved a scheme to provide 1,624 crore rupees for more than 5 years as subsidy to Indian shipping companies in global tenders floated by ministers and CPSEs for import of government cargo. And according to the statement, registration shall be done online within 72 hours, and this will be attractive to register ships in India and thereby help to boost the Indian tonnage. Now, the budgetary support would be provided directly to the ministry or the department which is concerned with it. Okay. Question number 9. Which union ministry implements the Pradhan Mantri Khanij Kshetra Kalyan Yojana? So the center has taken complete control of the DMF funds, that is District Mineral Foundation Fund, because it has rejected the state's right to sanction or approve any expenditure out of the funds accrued from mandatory contribution from mining leaseholders. So here correct answer is Ministry of Mines. Actually, under Pradhan Mantri Khanij Kshetra Kalyan Yojana, the DMFs are required to use these funds for the welfare of persons and areas which are affected by mining related operations. And obviously the tribal population are the main targeted beneficiaries of this Yojana. Fine. Question number 10. Which Indian state or union territory approved the inclusion of affordable rental housing complexes, that is ARHC scheme, in its master plan 2021? Recently DDA, that is the Delhi Development Authority, approved the inclusion of ARHC scheme in its master plan 2021. So this will facilitate budget rental housing for poor and migrant workers who are living in urban areas in the capital. Actually, this particular scheme was given the cabinet approval in July 2020 with an aim to provide affordable rental housing for the migrant workers. So your correct answer is option number B. Question number 11. Which union ministry designed and launched the School Innovation Ambassador Training Program? So recently Union Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan along with Tribal Affairs Minister, who is Arjun Munda, have together launched this special program, and the program is jointly designed by Innovation Cell of Education Ministry and AICTE. So your correct answer is option number B. And this particular program aims at training 50,000 school teachers on innovation, entrepreneurship, IPR, then design thinking, product development and various others. Question number 12. Which union ministry implements the Prashad scheme which was making news recently? First of all, what does Prashad stands for? It is Pilgrimage Rejuvenation and Spiritual Heritage Augmentation Drive. And this scheme was launched by Ministry of Tourism in the year. It actually aims for integrated development of selected pilgrimage and heritage destinations. So Mr. Prahalad Singh Patel, who is our Union Minister of State for Tourism, has inaugurated the Tourist Facilitation Center to be constructed under the project Development of Guruvayur, Kerala, which comes under Prashad scheme. And the Prime Minister also inaugurated this Prashad project in Varanasi. Question number 13. Which union ministry has launched the country's first artificial intelligence powered grievance management application? So recently the Defense Ministry has launched this particular application, and it has been developed by Ministry of Defense with the help of IIT Kanpur. And do remember that this is also the first artificial intelligence based system which has been developed to improve grievance redressal in the government. And this tool can understand the content of the complaint, and also it can identify repeated complaints or spam automatically. Okay. Also it has a feature that it can categorize complaints of different categories, and also it enables geographical analysis of complaints. Question number 14. Rashtriya Gokul Mission is a scheme under which union ministry? So recently CCEA, that is the Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs, has announced that 9,800 crore rupees would be spent on livestock development over the next 5 years. So your correct answer is option number B. And it also said that all schemes of the Department of Animal Husbandry and Dairying will be merged into 3 broad categories. So the first will include the Rashtriya Gokul Mission. The second one includes the Livestock Health and Disease Control Scheme along with National Animal Disease Control Program. And the third one is Animal Husbandry Infrastructure Development Fund and the Dairy Infrastructure Development Fund. Okay. Question number 15. Which union ministry launched the COVID Tika Sank Surakshit Van Dhan or Udyam program? So Ministry of Tribal Affairs has recently launched this nationwide campaign, and it actually aims to fast track the pace of COVID vaccination among tribals in India. So the campaign will focus on 45,000 VDVK, that is Van Dhan Vikas Kendras of the TriFed. TriFed stands for the Tribal Cooperative Marketing Development Federation of India, and it will be implemented with the help of traditional village headsmen, self-help groups and ground level workers in the village. Actually, this program has been initiated to tackle all the myths, rumors and various type of misinformations regarding the COVID-19 vaccination. Question number 16. Which state in India is set to appoint dowry prohibition officers in all the districts of the state? So the state government of Kerala has amended its dowry prohibition rules, and it is set to appoint dowry prohibition officers in all the 14 districts of the state. So this move has been made on the backdrop of rising number of dowry related complaints in the state. So the district women and child development officers would act as dowry prohibition officers in each district. Okay. Now Kerala was also in news few days back because it is set to become the second village of books. Can you tell me which is the first one? Please write in the comment section if you know. Question number 17. Which union ministry has formulated a draft national strategy and roadmap for development of rural tourism in India? So recently the Ministry of Tourism has formulated this roadmap, which is an initiative towards Atmanirbhar Bharat. So for this purpose, the ministry has also invited feedback from all the states and union territories regarding the policy. So the strategy focuses on new ideas like digital technology, then developing clusters and many more. It has also identified rural circuit as one of the thematic circuits under Swadesh Darshan scheme. Question number 18. Which Indian state has launched the Agar Wood Policy 2021? So recently the Tripura government has initiated steps to promote the commercial cultivation of agar in the state by launching Tripura Agar Wood Policy 2021. And with this, it aims to double the agar wood plantation by the year 2025. Actually, the state has over 50 lakh agar trees and a potential of agar trade of nearly 2000 crore rupees. And what is the use of agar? It is basically used in perfume industry. Then it is also used as agar chips and agar oil. And they have high demand in the market. So under the policy, testing labs and trade centers would be set up and new technology for artificial inoculation would be introduced. Question number 19. Which northeastern state approved the Youth Policy 2021? So recently the Meghalaya cabinet has approved this youth policy, and it has been drafted by the Sports and Youth Affairs Department, Government of Meghalaya. Actually, the Meghalaya state government has fixed a target of transforming the state to be amongst the top 10 states in 10 years in GSDP per capita along with SDG rankings. So for this purpose, 45 programs would be implemented and it would be measured by 54 performance monitoring indicators. And these indicators have been mapped to 10 departments, and it is planned to measure on a quarter basis, then biannually and annually. Question number 20. Union Cabinet approved 6,322 crore rupees production linked incentive scheme for which product? So recently Union Cabinet has approved this much amount for specialty steel because it is expected to attract an additional investment of about 40,000 crore rupees and capacity addition of 25 million tons in the segment, and out of a production of 102 million tons of steel in 2020 to 21, only 18 million tons of specialty steel were produced in the country. So that's why Union Cabinet has decided to invest in this category. Question number 21. BPKP, that is Bharatiya Prakritik Krishi Paddhati, is a sub-scheme of which program? So Union Government is implementing this scheme as a sub-scheme of PKVY, that is Paramparagat Krishi Vikas Yojana, and it aims to promote traditional indigenous practices. So the scheme focuses on exclusion of all synthetic chemicals and promotes on-farm biomass recycling. So under this BPKP, a financial assistance of 12,200 rupees per hectare for 3 years is provided for cluster formation. Fine. Question number 22. Under which scheme children orphaned due to COVID-19 are being assisted by the Union Government? So the Government of India has launched a dedicated portal for the children who have been orphaned due to COVID-19 pandemic. So anyone can share the details of such children in this portal and in turn help them to be benefited by PM CARES scheme. So this is a dedicated portal for the orphaned children due to pandemic. Question number 23. Which ministry is implementing the Companies Act 2013 in India? So the Union Government has amended the rules pertaining to incorporation of companies under the Companies Act 2013 recently, and obviously the Corporate Affairs Ministry, which is implementing the Companies Act 2013, has amended the Companies Incorporation Rules 2014, and changes are made with respect to allotment of a new name to an existing company under section 16 of the Act, and these changes will be effective from 1st of September 2021. Question number 24. What is the outlay of the National Research Foundation proposed for the period of 5 years? So the Union Government has proposed to set up this NRF to strengthen the research ecosystem in the country. So actually NRF would be the umbrella structure that will link research and development, then academia and industry. And the total proposed outlay of NRF is 50,000 crore rupees for over a period of 5 years. And it will mainly focus to facilitate research at academic institutions like universities and colleges. Question number 25. Which state or union territory has launched My Government Meri Sarkar portal to receive feedback from public on government schemes? So recently Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has launched this portal through which the government will receive feedback from the people. And apart from it, the portal would also inform the people about various schemes of the government. And it will also help the people of the state to communicate their views, suggestions and feedback to the government, which leads to basically public participation and good governance. So this belongs to Uttar Pradesh. So that's it for today. I hope you have liked the session. These were the important current affairs from your government scheme section from past 60 days. And please stay tuned for further videos. Thank you so much for watching, and please do not forget to subscribe to GK Today. With this, me Nuzhat Sana signing off.